Splinter Cell Remake loses another director. So this was a topic I wanted to go ahead and discuss just because I am a pretty big fan, I would say, in regards to the Splinter Cell franchise. It is one of those situations where I do have the Splinter Cell games on the GameCube. I believe I have all of them. But yeah, hearing this news, it is quite unfortunate to hear, but at the same time, considering that it's Ubisoft that's behind this information, it's not too surprising in that regard. So yeah, just seeing that they were going to be doing a remake of the first game was something I thought would be really cool because of the fact that I love that franchise. I love the games. Like I said, I do have them on the GameCube, but I believe I bought there was like a trilogy you could have got on the PlayStation 3. So I have that one as well. So there is part of me that does think about it and has kind of considered maybe streaming it, doing like a stream with the Cell games, at least the first three, on the PS3 if I wanted to go that route, or if I wanted to do it on the GameCube, because either way it'd be pretty fun. But yeah, the news that this game is kind of the remake is like in limbo at the moment. It, like I said, it is unfortunate, but at the same time it's really not surprising, especially when you think of games like Prince of Persia from Ubisoft that was supposed to come out like I think like 3 years ago in like 2022. I think it was. It might have even been 2021. But yeah, the fact that this is going on with this game, it's unfortunate, but it's not really surprising. So we'll go ahead and get into the article here. It doesn't seem like it's too much, but go ahead and get through it, and then I'll give my thoughts as we go along per usual. So according to a new job listing from Ubisoft, the Splinter Cell remake has lost its director again. Based on the Tom Clancy brand, Splinter Cell brings the stealth espionage action to gaming. With 6 mainline titles and a dozen novelizations, the series was a hit in the 2000s/2010s. Unfortunately, we last played as Sam Fisher back in 2013 with the cool yet controversial Blacklist. Having been over a decade since the last entry, a remake of the franchise's first title was in order and announced in 2021. Sadly, all the news surrounding the project since hasn't been the best, with no updates and the original director leaving. Now it seems whoever came after them has quit the remake, according to new Ubisoft job listings. Ubisoft hires new director for Splinter Cell remake. So I don't know, man. Again, it is unfortunate hearing this news, but at the same time, it's not surprising. Ubisoft has had so many issues as of the last year or so. I've done a few videos on them regarding how they've been running as a company, what they've been doing, and it's just it's sad to see, man, because of the fact that they have so many flops that have been going out. I think it was like Skull and Bones did horribly with them. They had Star Wars Outlaws, I think it was, that just didn't do well. And just, so many things that they've been coming out with recently is it's just been a really bad track record. So seeing that this information has been happening with Splinter Cell, it is one of those things where, in a sense, I would like to see a remake of the first game just to kind of see it with like more updated graphics and kind of see the direction that it can kind of go in a modern gaming sense. But at the same time, I don't trust Ubisoft to be able to do something really good with it. And it is an interesting kind of topic to be discussing just because of the fact that, again, with the Resident Evil video that I had did the other day in regards to Capcom kind of criticizing the original trilogy because of the fact that they have their remakes. It has left a big discussion out there whether remakes should even be in the works right now with the way that the gaming industry is right now. If there should even be remakes being done, because of the fact that, like, and I'm sorry, well, no, I'm not sorry to say it, that there's a lot of directors and writers out there and developers that just they don't know what they're doing in regards to making something that gamers like. It's really sad to see because of the fact that there's so many different directions that they can go in that could be positive, that could be doing something really well with the franchise and with the IPs that they have. But it feels like they don't know how to make something that's fun, that has a good story, and is something that fans can enjoy. And I've mentioned it in that Resident Evil video as well. This doesn't go towards just gaming. This goes towards movies, TV shows. Like the writing just isn't there, and they don't know how to make these good stories, which isn't that hard, especially when you have the blueprints from these games, from Splinter Cell, from, you know what I mean, the direction that they were able to go in. And the sad thing too is that not only do they have a good story with the original Splinter Cell game, They have, like it said, 6 different games that they know what's gonna happen in the series, what direction it's gonna go in, how it's gonna like take place, and that should give them the opportunity to be able to make something good in the sense of, cleaning up any type of, issues that there might have been with the originals, kind of making sure that they can follow the same track record and put things in that direction to where it happens in the original 6, but at the same time kind of giving their own spin on it and kind of making it still look good. But it just seems like that's not going to be something that they're going to be able to do, which is just really unfortunate to see. So, according to Tech for Gamers, a job listing which has since been taken down was available on Ubisoft's website. The position, game director, was for the Ubisoft Toronto office and would be for the Splinter Cell remake. The description for the job states that the person would be part of the Splinter Cell development team, leading workers and coming up with new features. And that's kind of one of the things right there that has me a little bit worried is the fact that they have like new features for the remake. When it comes down to doing a remake, I mean, I guess you can make some new features, but at the end of the day, like just keep it the way it was. I feel like Splinter Cell was done really well, the original game, and being able to just kind of have it where like the graphics are updated, maybe the scenarios might be a little bit different. That's not too bad, but it's like don't change the gameplay. The gameplay was very interesting and really well done. So you don't have to try to like innovate with it or anything like that because of the fact that it was good as it was. You know what I mean? Like maybe you can, I guess, add some features, but personally, I think if they were just kind of going in the direction as the original, it would be better that way. So in 2022, the original director, David Greville, left the project and Ubisoft after more than a decade at the company. Given we haven't seen any gameplay or updates like the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, things look a bit unsteady. Just recently, the series did get a small revival with Netflix's Splinter Cell Death Watch, an animated series from John Wick creator Derek Kolstad. The show was renewed for a second season shortly after premiering, so it seems the hype for the new entry is very much present. Hopefully, things will work out and we'll finally put on those night vision goggles again. And then, what do you make of the new director? Yeah, but yeah, so it's just yeah, it's especially going in the same direction as Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It's just unfortunate to see this type of stuff because Prince of Persia was another game series that I did enjoy. I actually do have that trilogy on the GameCube as well. So Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, and then Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones, I think it's called. Um, so yeah, seeing that Ubisoft just kind of can't get its shit together and to come up with these remakes, it is unfortunate. In the sense, it might be probably a good thing because of the fact that, like I said, there's so many different ways it can go negative when it comes down to doing these remakes for these games that are actually beloved and actually really well done in their original forms. So it might be probably for the better in that sense. But at the same time, it looks like they are trying to come up with something when it comes down to Splinter Cell and bring it to light when it comes down to a remake, especially with Splinter Cell Death Watch. Chances are there is going to be more hype for it in regards to fans wanting to kind of see what they're going to do with the series and maybe come out with another game. So it's just really weird to kind of see what's happening with this game when it can be have so much potential to have something good done with it. And one of the other things that I haven't really mentioned would be the fact that if they were to do a remake, more than likely, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the original voice for Sam Fisher wouldn't be reprising his role because of the fact that he is so old at this point, and it doesn't seem like he's really trying to do the voice acting for Sam anymore. It feels like he is kind of done with the character, which is sad to see, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. So yeah, man, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, but when it comes down to this does has me really skeptical and just kind of interested into kind of seeing what direction is going to happen with this game in the future. So, who knows? Like I usually say on here, hope for the best, but expect the worst at this point. So, we'll just have to wait and see. So, those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are you guys any Splinter Cell fans out there? And if so, would you want to see a remake done, or do you feel like this is a franchise they should probably just leave alone right now for the time being? Uh, if you think that they should actually do something with this, maybe continue on with the franchise with a new game, or do you think that it would be good if they went back and kind of did a remake? So you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.